So speaking of basketball, this is, I think, absolutely wild. We'll talk about it. Let's see. Get into it.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Clark has been left off Team USA roster for the Paris Olympics this summer. The Indiana Fever rookie guard is taking things in stride and using it as fuel to try and qualify for the next Olympic team, saying, quote, honestly, no disappointment. I think it just gives you something to work for. Clark is coming off a 30-point performance in Friday's win over the Washington Mystics. Oh, there's another team. So she will look to keep that momentum going when the Fever take on the Connecticut Sun in a road matchup tonight.
I'm telling you, she is a class act. She really is.
She's getting some good advice too.
Yeah.
Right.
Look, she's going to look like a baby if she starts getting on TV and going, you got to be kidding me. I'm better than every girl in this league. And
she's never done that. Like,
No.
even in college and stuff like that. Like, she's always kept it like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's the way it rolls. You know what I mean? Like, she's always had that attitude. Right.
That's why you like her, because she's not like the other ones, and that's what's making the other ones frustrated.
It seems like she talks a lot of trash on the court, but not afterwards. She's
Which
always
that's
like,
fine.
yeah.
So-
I don't think that this is such a bad idea. I mean, she's a rookie. She's only played for, what has it been, 2 months?
Yeah.
In the pros.
Yeah. So in the pros for 2 months, but that's what they do now. They take the pros. Since the pros have been eligible, they're not taking kids from college.
No, but
taking pros.
there are rookies that made the team.
Yeah.
Cameron Brink, who is in the class of Caitlyn Clark, she made it.
I didn't know that, Carmen.
Yeah, like there's
That's
other
ridiculous.
people, but so I think it is because she's getting too much attention, and they don't want like the other players.
Here is my argument to this whole thing. Take away everything she's done. Say that she does this, she's making 2 points a game. She's doing nothing. She's absolutely doing nothing. Just her popularity, they should have put her on the team.
Yeah. 100%.
If you want people to watch women's basketball,
Right.
put Caitlyn Clark on your team. She is the number one person. She's the only reason we're talking about the WNBA.
Yep.
The only reason we're talking about this. This will help everything. It's a trickle-down effect. This will help the WNBA. This is going to boost your ratings for the Summer Olympics. This is going to do everything for you guys. Her not being on there is such a dumb move.
I was unaware that there were other rookies picked.
But then also, let's put this back on top. She's great. She's doing very well. She's averaging, I think she's averaging like 17 points a game. I just don't understand why they would not put her on the team. But I think I do know. Jealousy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
the other players.
Who's picking?
That's the thing. That's what I want to know.
I believe it's a committee that chooses who's.
I mean, the committee may have had to say, "Hey, look." No, so it goes back to the fact that there's other rookies on.
I read that part of the reason this is like, well, an expert said, or this so and so said, unnamed sources, that they thought that she would get so little playing time on the team that there'd be backlash from her fan base, and they didn't want that to be a distraction.
Right, which I don't understand. So who is the other person that they're going to play more than her?
Well, I guess the veteran players who have been there. Like, what's her, Tarasi? She's like 42 years old.
Oh, it's like, she can't still be playing.
She's still playing. But
Are you serious?
She is. Yeah, she's 42, yeah.
She's played on like 9 of the Olympic teams.
Yeah, I mean, you've had your run.
Right.
And by the way, until you said her name, there's no way I would have known who she was. And if she wouldn't have been on there,
right.
how many people are caring if she's not on there? How many people are caring that Caitlyn Clark's not on there?
Well,
and who cares if you're a vet or a rookie? If you're better, you're better.
Right.
You get the playing time.
But
Period.
that's the whole point, is that they're going to say, look, she hasn't been playing long enough to see. But I didn't know that they were picking other rookies. My logic over the weekend hearing this was, look, she's new to the game. These other players have been playing. Let them go play in the Olympics and get the thing, and the next round will be hers. And then she could dominate for the next 4 years. But I didn't really realize that they were still doing that.
It's just weird that you've got, hands down, the most marketable person that's ever been involved with your product ever, and it seems like they're actively trying to squash
keep
that.
her
Can
out.
I tell you her points per game starting back on May 14th? That's when the season started. So she had 20 points, 9 points, 22, 17, 21, 11, 8, 30, 20, 11, 3, 30.
Is that good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound great to me.
It is.
Yeah.
Right, but it doesn't sound great to me. If you told me Michael Jordan scored 8 points in a game, I'd be like,
But you're also WNBA's lower scores.
Right.
It's lower scores. She is doing better. Like, I bet she's leading her team most of the time in points.
Right.
And and also they say like on games where she's not a high scorer, she's leading in assists.
Yeah.
So, because she always has the balls in her. She always has the ball in her hand.
Yeah,
You'd have a gold medal right now.
By the way, in her last game where she had 30 points, she was 7 of 13 for 3-pointers.
Yeah.
But even if you take how she's playing on the court, you can't deny she's putting asses in seats.
Right.
And the biggest problem you've said about the WNBA for a decade is that nobody watches it.
Right.
This girl is drawing more eyes to your product than in the history of your existence.
Yeah.
And you're still like trying to stop that.
That's why
mind-boggling.
That's what I said. Take all her accomplishments away, whatever. Just the popularity alone, you should have her on the team. It's wild.
I
By the
honestly
way,
think it's the jealousy of
Yeah.
the other players.
Dave Portnoy was talking about this, and he goes, "Whoever's making this decision, they should take their brain out so people can study it in the future of how dumb this person was." It is wild.
They say, because I guess I was reading that over the weekend, the game that they played in was a sellout. Like it was the biggest sellout in WNBA in 17 years. And it was against the two teams have like a combined record of like 4 wins, and they still sold out with the biggest record.
Well, remember whenever what's her name, Angel Reese said, people
It's
are
me
coming to
too.
see me too, and
Yeah.
stuff. And meanwhile, it was averaging around 3,000 or whatever. Every one of Caitlyn Clark's games, it was averaging around 17,000.
Also, what a pompous thing to say. People are coming to see me too.
Yeah.
Well, the headline
She
was "Don't tell Angel Reese." Like the largest sellout in the history of the league was last weekend.
Yeah.
You make yourself look really dumb when you come out and you're that person for no reason. Like you should just be. You should. I mean, you look like Caitlyn Clark if you come out and you say, "Hey, look how great this has been for the league."
She takes the high
you
road
just-
every time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, all these girls, they just look petty and jealous.
Yep.
Which just brings us back.
This is what you wanted, you know?
You know?
I love it. I'm here for the
Right.
drama.
Yeah, we want the attention, but now you're giving us attention.
You
Now
know,
we don't want it.
Also, if you're on a different team than Caitlyn Clark and they ask you about Caitlyn Clark, I would go, "It's great. We're going to have so many eyes on when I drop 30 on her."
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, make it competitive and say, "Yeah, I think she's great for the league, but I'm still going to try and beat her." Like,
Of course.
I think I'm the better player or whatever. That's fine. But yeah, the dumb stuff that they're saying and the dumb stuff they're doing just blows me away.
It's more people at games and eyes on your product, which is the biggest problem you've had forever. Nobody cared.
Yeah. Well,
Also, still something about it that's oddly attractive.
really?
Yeah, dude. I don't know what it is. I mean, you keep ruining it when you mention that kid from the movie.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying she's hot or there's something that's you ever get someone that's ugly attractive?
I feel like she. I don't even know if she has a brother, but I feel like she looks exactly like her brother.
Like this is an '80s movie where they dressed a boy up, and that's why she's playing.
She's
so
the
good.
man.
And she's got star power. It's that simple.